Welcome to the capital city of Peru, and we're looking at the wonderful city of Lima. Now, Lima is quite a special city in historical terms because this is actually where the Spaniards administered all of South America. So they left behind some pretty amazing architecture and infrastructure, particularly in the central core, Plaza de las Armas, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now within that we'll find some very interesting features such as the famous wooden balconies of Lima. And you'll see these wooden balconies all over the central core of the city, some on stucco facades like this and others on concrete facades. So quite interesting. Now if you had a bad flight or a bad, you hurt yourself in Peru, you might want to visit this gentleman here. He sells rana y maca, very loosely translated to frog juice. So this gentleman will show you two aquariums behind him. You can actually pick out the frog that you want. He's going to put that in the blender. It gets 30 seconds on high, and he'll give it back to you in a plastic cup. Now, I know that sounds a little bit hard to digest for some of you, but according to the Peruvians, it actually cures asthma, bronchitis, menopause, epilepsy, anemia, and nerves. So you can see that it's a bit of a mystery cure. So we often take our groups through, and they can have quite a unique experience here. But it's not all frog juice here in Lima. Some good bars and eateries. Okay, really worth spending a couple of days here, maybe exploring some of the pedestrian walkways and the museums around Lima. Quite an interesting place to spend a couple of days before or after your Tucan itinerary. But worth noting that it is quite a congested city. A lot of the impoverished Peruvians have actually started moving to Lima in search of a better life. And what that means is we'll actually get a lot of shantytown. Every time I go down, more and more shanty extending further and further away from the city. But quite interesting that actually as they build these new shanty towns, they now need to get an ordinance from the Peruvian government because they're finding right under their feet Incan remains. This is a very, very rich historical city. So that's it for Lima. I hope you will continue my tour of Peru. Thanks for listening and happy booking.